So guys, 343 recently announced that there's a new DLC coming out for Halo 5. Now we knew that the Warzone Firefight DLC was not the last DLC for Halo 5. It was the last of the monthly stream of content for Halo 5, but there were going to be more afterwards because, well, frankly, Halo 5 is still very much only a third of what Halo games usually have in terms of content and game modes. So it's nice to see that they're still delivering. We're still getting more. It's sad that the DLC that we're getting is stuff that frankly should have been in the game since day one, but you know, oh well, better late than never. So Action Sack will actually be returning to Halo very soon, and this is actually really exciting because Action Sack is an awesome game mode, not game mode, but playlist that started in Halo 2 and kind of became a tradition, a staple of the Halo series up until even Halo 4, and then Halo 5 was strangely the first Halo game to not include Action Sack in any way. So it's awesome that they're bringing back Action Sack. And what's also cool is the new update that we're going to be seeing more of in the future. It's going to include new stuff to screw around with in Forge. It's going to include the file browser for Forge, new Rex, as well as a few other goodies. And I'm hoping that we're going to see the Warzone Kraken game mode that I told you guys about a little while ago. I'm hoping that we're going to see a reveal of that soon, just because it sounds really exciting and stuff. So who knows, maybe Kraken Warzone Assault or whatever it's going to be called is going to be in this next update, but oh well, you know, we'll see. But what's also cool, now this actually had me interested a little bit, so we got a little bit more stuff about Halo Wars 2. We got some beta feedback. They talked a little bit actually about how they're going to be tweaking some of the classes, some of the ranking structures, as well as the way that the leader system works. You know, obviously some of you guys aren't too interested in Halo Wars 2. You want to stick with the shooting Halo games and stuff, which is perfectly fine, but what I really want to show a little bit is some of the artwork that they actually showed off, and this is the stuff that I like. I love art design in video games. I think video games are a perfect way to kind of bring art to life, even more so than TV or movies or anything, because you can literally live within your artwork, and so it's really cool seeing stuff like this. And what's also really nice is Halo looks like Halo again. This stuff all looks like Halo. I've actually been pretty hard on 343's art style redesign for Halo 4 and definitely Halo 5, and so it's nice to look at Halo Wars 2 concept art and screenshots and see, yeah, that looks like something the UNSC would make. That looks like something the Brutes would make. I mean, even the environments, it all looks like classic Halo, and like, this is the stuff that I love. When I think about Halo Wars 2 in the future, I honestly think one of the main reasons that I'm getting the game is obviously because I like real-time strategy games, but also just because it's a good-looking game from an art style standpoint. It looks like the Halo that I know and love, and I'm excited to kind of return to the Halo that I know. And so we are actually going to close this off with talking a little bit about the Mythic Crate for Halo, the Mythic Loot Crate. So this, I'm not too interested in it. I think it's a little bit too expensive for just a few knickknacks that I'm going to put on my desk. But one thing that is interesting is one loot crate out there somewhere will actually contain the prop that Mike Coulter used in the Halo Nightfall series, the ODST helmet that he wore on the Nightfall miniseries, the actual prop, not a replica. So I mean, that's like really cool. It's not enough to make me actually subscribe to the Mythic Loot Crate, just because, again, you know, like, it's a 1 in a million chance. There's gonna be so many people, there's no way I'm actually gonna be the lucky one to get it. So, you know, I hope that whoever gets this helmet really enjoys it. Frankly, it's not the good-looking ODST helmet. Sadly, it's kind of like the crappy redesign of the ODST helmet that we saw in Halo 4 and Halo 5, so, you know, I mean, whatever, you know, maybe someone else out there really prefers it over the Halo 3 ODST helmet, but, well, and so basically that just concludes some of this Halo news. This is actually, like, a little bit nice to see some, like, you know, just some of the Halo news that, like, hey, you know, they're still working on Halo 5. They haven't given up on it yet. You know, sadly, we still need to see a lot of bug fixes, a lot of like performance tweaks and stuff, because they're still hitching in Warzone. The rec system currently for me is still busted in a lot of ways. I can't access certain rec items because quote the rec service is unavailable, so I'm hoping that that gets a fix at some point. But I guess it's like, hey, at least they haven't given up on it yet. And Halo Wars 2, I get really excited whenever I see any Halo Wars 2 news, because, you know, even then, some of you guys in the comment section have said, like, I don't care about Halo Wars 2, it's not the type of Halo game that I want to play, I absolutely don't care, and that I completely get, I completely understand, alright? Like, it would be, for me, with Halo Spartan Assault, I wasn't psyched when they announced Spartan Assault, it's just like, you know, that's not Halo Wars or Halo, it's just kind of like a twin stick shooter. Like, I don't care. I mean, it's cool, it's Halo, but I mean, I'm not going to be invested in it. But for me, Halo Wars 2, one of the main reasons that I'm actually excited about the game, and even people who aren't a fan of real-time strategy games, why I suggest at least being interested in it a little bit, is this, like, 343 is trying to go back to the old art style, some of the old style of composing the music, the old Bungie style of presentation, and, like, some of the work that they're doing with Creative Assembly. It's just, oh my god, it's so spot on. It looks, it feels, it is Halo, so much more than Halo 4 and 5 were, and I'm hoping that the tone that Halo Wars 2 is setting is going to carry on into Halo 6, because Halo Wars 2 is the most feeling Halo game I have seen in quite a long time. So, but, you know, that kind of wraps up all this stuff. And what do you guys think about all of this Halo news? Does this kind of like get you a little bit excited about Gamescom and seeing the future and stuff, or are you just kind of like, you know, whatever, I'll be waiting till Halo 6 news? So just let me know in the comment section what you guys think, and I'll see you all in the next video.